Hi there, it's Tim, and I'm just going to do a quick review of two different sliders. The first one is this one here. It's by Andoer, and it is an L4 Generation 2 auto dolly, and it comes with a really cool little remote control. I just put a little bit of Velcro down on it so I don't lose that remote control, and it came with a really nice solid frame. You know what, this thing is, it's lovely. I will then show you some b-roll of this actually moving around. I'm really impressed with this. I've tried it out in a few things, a few spots, just to do some b-roll of for the videos, we do yoga videos. And then I also bought the KingJoy. This is the PPL 06S. Yeah, 06S. And this one is not remote control. It does have the power on the side here, so you turn it on here, set the speed accordingly. And going back to the Andoer, it also has the power switch on the side here, which makes life really simple. Turning it on. What I really like about this though is that little remote control. I have to say that when you flip it around on this side, of course you can choose your speed selection. Faster, fastest, and then of course you can also change the direction one way or the other. I'm just going to turn it off. But what I can say about it is it's really well made. They are both exceptionally well made. I am just blown away by how sturdy and strong they are. This is though, let's come back here to the Andoer version. The Andoer version, let's move these boxes out of the way. I just find that this is really handy because once you set the camera up for shooting, then you can adjust it. You can just turn it on whenever you like. It's really handy for b-roll. Having this remote control is what I have found. These of course are adjustable, so if you want to adjust it this way, you go this way. Slight turns. Let's go that way. And I must say that I'm really impressed. It's really smooth. What I can share with you on both of these is that if you're shooting in bright sunshine, what I'd probably recommend is using an ND filter of some kind to cut down on light. The same problem occurs when you're shooting with drones and things of that nature, when you're shooting in really high shutter speed environments. Because you can't adjust, in some cameras of course, like if you've got your DSLR on here, and that's the other thing is I've tested it with both. I have a Sony a6000, just straight up on top, works really well. I think the biggest difference between these two, and if I was going to buy just one, even though the Andoer comes with remote control, I would probably still go with the KingJoy if I was only going to choose one of these. And that's because, and maybe I can just show you here, what's the speed difference here between the two? This is the slowest setting for both. And you can see that the Andoer, I've actually measured the distance, and it appears to be 4 times quicker, or the KingJoy will go a quarter the speed. I actually think that's really quite an interesting phenomenon, because of course you could still speed this one up, and it gets in closer to the speed. Either way, both of them are a little bit noisy. Let me just bring this right up. So obviously I wouldn't recommend these for shooting in a silent environment. If you're just shooting b-roll and you're going to be using separate audio anyway, I don't think it really matters. They're both excellent. You adjust on the KingJoy, you actually just adjust the front and the front wheel, just turn it, and that is what determines whether or not it's going to go in a particular line or not. And the Andoer, I just found it really handy. So far so good. So both of them are exceptional. I just think that if you're going for that cinematic look, I think the KingJoy being that much slower is going to really help you out. And I do recommend, as I said, getting like some form of an ND filter and figuring out a way to get that on a cell phone, if that's something that you can buy, or if you're using a camera, get an ND filter, and that will just help you take out any of those sort of that shutter, rolling shutter kind of feeling. Anyway, I hope this helps. Enjoy, and let me know your thoughts down below if you have any questions, and I'll keep testing these away. Oh, and by the way, both of these came with spared tires in the in the actual box. As to which one am I going to keep, I think I'm probably going to keep the Andoer, but I'm going to do a couple of tests. You know what, I'll probably end up keeping both. I can see a reason for keeping this one because it's so much slower than the Andoer. So the KillJoy I might use for some of the product video B-roll, and the Andoer I might just use, have it in my backpack, and it'll be sort of like my go-to quick and dirty B-roll. Thanks very much for watching. Talk to you soon.